This video right here, this is definitely for the people that be in my comment section talking about, you always talking about Africans and Jamaicans and Haitians. No, I don't. I talk about tethers. I don't have nothing against Africans, Jamaicans, and Haitians. I speak about the tethers, the culture vultures, you know what I mean? Like, I have nothing against Africans, the ones that's on code. And this video right here is about to prove it. This brother, yeah, I call him a brother. He's from the diaspora. He's African. He's about to shut this one African dude down. He's about to speak truth to power. And I want y'all to check this shit out. I'm going to play the clip. And then he's going to come in. He's going to shut old boy down. This is what he's the perfect example of a real African that's on code with FBA. The first half of this video is going to piss you off. But homeboy about to step in and shut down, you know what I mean, the ignorance. Check it out.
African Americans in this country are the only groups, they have no culture.
African Americans in this country are the only groups, they have no culture. African Americans in this country are the only groups, they have no culture.
African Americans in this country are the only groups, they have no culture. It depends on who you meet, where you meet them.
But currently there's not an African American culture?
No.
Yes, there is.
What is it? Name 2 value systems in the African American culture.
Value system?
Yes. Name 2 taboos in the African American culture system. Name 2 traditions, by the way, in the African American culture system.
Mr. Zanu. See, Mr. Zanu, you're obviously an intelligent fellow, but it's comments like yours that fuel diaspora wars. It's comments like yours that make work like mine frustrating. Because respectfully, you're being intellectually naive, either because you don't want to do the research, or you simply don't want to. You said African Americans can't handle freedom or civil rights because they have no cultural foundation. You said they have no culture. You said they have no taboos. Nothing to balance it out. So let me offer you some clarity before you confuse displacement with deficiency. First, I think the question is dishonest. You don't strip people of their land, language, names, gods, and memory, then complain that they can't trace their lineage back to 1462. African Americans didn't lose culture. They forged one in fire. So Mr. Zanu, here are just some of the values in African American culture. 1. Resilience. The culture DNA of survival. From slavery to Jim Crow to mass incarceration, they didn't just endure, they built. 2. Collective uplift. Each one teach one. From the church to the block. The goal is always bring your people with you. 3. Self-determination. Ask Garvey, ask Malcolm X, ask Black Wall Street. Even in chains, there was always the instinct to self-govern. 4. Respect for elders. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. Big mama. Uncle, even if we are not related. Don't get it twisted. That's ancestral. 5. Faith and spiritual power, whether through Christianity, Islam, ancestral reverence, or Yoruba revival. Spirituality is core. 6. Creativity as resistance. Music, dance, style, slang. African Americans turned rhythm and rhyme into shields and swords. 7. Kinship beyond blood. Play cousins, aunties who aren't biological. Because when the system breaks the family, community steps in. 8. Justice and fairness. From civil rights to Ferguson to George Floyd, African Americans don't stop fighting for the oppressed. And then we move on to taboos. Yes, African Americans have taboos too. Plenty. 1. Disrespecting elders, whether you're 5 or 45. Disrespect an elder and you'll feel the culture. 2. Snitching. Beyond street code, it's rooted in survival. If the system wasn't built for you, you don't feed it. 3. Public family shame. Don't air dirty laundry. You protect the house even when it's messy. 4. Coping without credit. Biting someone else's style without acknowledgement. That's a cultural sin. 5. Playing with ancestors. Even non-religious black folk will not speak lightly of the dead or the struggle. That's reverence right there. 6. Selling out. From Uncle Toms to Coons, Betraying your people is not just frowned upon, it's named and remembered. 7. Letting the culture die, whether it's jazz, soul food, or the electric slide at a wedding, you carry it forward. So let's be honest, what you're witnessing is not a people with no culture. It's a people who had their culture ripped apart and built another one in a land that never loved them. What you call lack of foundation is actually unrecognized brilliance, because African American culture isn't just about remembering where you come from. It's about reinventing where you can go. And let's be clear, African Americans aren't confused about freedom. They are the reason you get to speak freely right now. You, Mr. Zanu. They didn't mishandle civil rights. They pioneered it for the world to watch. So before I go, culture is not about beads, drums, and ceremonies alone. It's also how people adapt, preserve, and protect themselves, even in exile, even in trauma, even without land. What African Americans did with half a culture, stolen names, and borrowed language is nothing short of a miracle. So no, the issue is not whether they can handle civil rights. The issue is whether we can handle the truth that even after centuries of being displaced, they still managed to build a culture so loud the world couldn't just ignore it. So Mr. Zanu, instead of policing their culture, please try learning from it. Because if you ever face what they've faced, you'll pray to have their resilience. Let's move.
Damn, see, he's the perfect example of the type of African, the type of brother from the diaspora that we would want to have over here. I would love to replace every tether that we got over here now for one of him, someone like him. Instantly. The people over there at the immigration office, they know what they be doing. They would never want to do like him to come over here and be in line with us. They'd love to have you little tap dancers, you buck dancers and all that. You off-code Africans to come over here. But a dude like that, nah. They be trying to weed y'all out. You feel me? He broke down a lot of things. Some of the things he was saying was a little off-code. Like when he was talking about we were stripped of our land and our language. When they be talking like that, it's like they be reverting back to Africa. Really, we wasn't stripped of our land and our language. We're still here on our land, you know, but that's another topic for another time, you know what I mean? But yeah, he's right in the exact on a lot of shit though. And he was very respectful. But it's heartbreaking and it's sad because I wish we could see more of our brothers from the diaspora speaking like him, outspoken like him, correcting their own people that's very ignorant, that's talking down on us like he's doing in this video. You know what I mean? I wish we had more people that was courageous like him, but we don't. It's sad though, and it's heartbreaking because I wish we had more brothers from the diaspora, brothers and sisters from the diaspora that were on our side, speaking up, calling out their own people that was talking down on us, you know what I mean? That was very outspoken, putting it out on Front Street, like how he's doing in this video. But shout out to him, and I gotta salute him, you know what I mean? And what he just did is something that us FBAs, we've been doing that shit for decades for y'all. We've been standing up, speaking out for y'all. Every time somebody was talking down about Africa and Africans, we was calling these motherfuckers out, talking down on them like, yo, how dare y'all speak down on Africa and Africans? You know what I mean? And now we starting to be like, yo, wait a minute. They don't even fuck with us. Yeah, we gotta weed out these tethers, these culture vultures. We gotta call them out. Because look, they making this dude right here look bad. They make him look, I'm glad he spoke up. You know what I mean? Because that dude in the first clip was making him look bad. So he had to speak up. So yeah, I wish more of y'all would have the courage and was courageous like him to speak up against your own people when they saying some dumb shit against us FBAs. But yeah, I ain't trying to drag this out, you know what I mean? I just wanted to make a little video, but like, yeah, I don't have a problem with like all Africans and Jamaicans and Haitians. I don't fuck with tethers and these culture vultures. I love Africans. I love the ones that's on cold, like this dude in this video, you know? It's just, sadly, it's just a small handful of y'all. Until more and more Africans get on cold with us, then we can come to the table. But until then, yeah, we still got to delineate, you know. But salute to my dude in this video, man. And I hope more and more of y'all get on cold like him and call out the bullshit. I'm gone though. Port City, Black TMZ.